Hello everyone, Switched Blair. I'm sorry if I have been absent from my channel for the past week or so, and that I haven't even posted much. And the reason is that as I previous mentioned in another channel update about a week ago, that that my dad wasn't feeling well, and yeah, but he's much better now, and I hadn't been doing so much stories. I just still didn't feel the inspiration. But I do have done some stories for the past few days. One is actually Brock with Olivia, the trainer from Aloha region. I tried to find as many good pictures of them together, but unfortunately I could only find only few of them. So I decided to only take one and make it in audio, which is done. And but yeah, there is a lot of things that has been going on lately, especially now with my when my family wasn't feeling well, and a lot of things that happened. But I can also inform that I had recently taken a COVID-19 test by as it's called antibody test. But I want to get the result back for another 2 weeks. So until then, I don't even know if I had COVID or if I had or if I ever had it at all. Anyways, I am 100% recovered now, so no worries about that. And for one of the details from the story that I have been trying to work on for the past, there was actually an idea that I was going to do for the past few weeks. There was actually a Christmas special for my channel, and I did actually choose them from an Equestria Girls version of the Christmas story this time. But this time my girlfriend actually made partially of the story, at least the first part of the storyline, since I couldn't even come up with so much good a storyline for that. But I had even worked on it. Since almost a week ago, almost at least it is almost a week left until Christmas. So that story will take top priority of the making. And even though that story might take maybe a couple of days, it depends for so much how many pages of the story it will take. But I would say it will be done. But I might even do some other stories in between. But first of all though, I need to do the script for the Christmas story. And while I do that, I can do some stories between easily. But I just don't know which one to take care of. After all, I have so many to be choosing from. Not saying that I will never choose your story or my own. It is just, wow, just so many to take care of. I mean, there's so many to be choosing from. Some I have been posting for a long time, but you get the picture. But it's a lot of those stories I wish I would be able to do soon. And I always keep an eye on my channel that if I had any other stories being flagged as copyright. And for the past 2 or 3 weeks, I haven't been have much of copyright messages on my channel anymore. But if it happens, it is just maybe 1, 2 stories from time to time, which I, like I said, always keep an eye on. And but yeah, there is there isn't much more to be saying though, except that I am trying to start working on the Christmas story and maybe to be able to do some stories between, something like that. But I do have at least several stories that have been done and they have been put on the list which date they will be posted. And I don't have that list at myself. since it's my girlfriend who is taking care of the list which dates that I will be posting my channel stories. But otherwise from that, I just want to say I'm really grateful to have so much support and that a lot of people are very patient to have the stories to be posted. I know that many will just probably continue to ask me when is stories going to be up? When are the next quarters? When will the next story be up? And the only answer I would say I don't know, maybe as soon as possible. But since that there's as the world has been going on for the past few weeks, or well, not the past few weeks, but the past year almost, it is crazy. I know that many wonders, will this crisis be over? And the answer for that is unknown. No one knows. But because that even though the many developments of the vaccine or different vaccines have been taking place, but at least the progress has been showing a lot within a lot of things. Anyways, I know that many wonders for me, probably. When will the next story be up? I don't know. I will ask my girlfriend, because she has a list. But yeah, this year probably will be very long time remembered. Due to the fact that this crisis going on, and even though no one could never expect it to happen. I mean, this is really unexpected. I mean, it's a lot different out of it. But I do promise, I will do as many stories I can. But you all should know that just maybe around the next week, sometimes maybe as the 22nd or 23rd, I will take my annual winter break from making stories and like that. But I might do some stories during that time, but I can't say for now for sure how many stories I will be able to do and how many of them will be posted. And since I do have to do some remakes of stories also, like Starlight and Trixie, which had been flagged, and also the reason of them was Applejack with Luna. Both the love story and the dating story had been removed from my channel. But I do have a copy, so don't worry. Even though there's a lot of things has been happening here. And I do promise I will continue to make as many stories that I can do. Now I have more free time since I decided to take a break from my work for the rest of the year, which isn't that long anymore. And but I decided to take a break from work for the rest of this year. And since I will have some vacation time from work, and that since the holidays and the next New Year's, so I say to myself, why not? Why not to take a break and do some stories from that? But most of all, work on the Christmas story that I will have posted with to my channel, perhaps, and I say perhaps, December 23rd or December 24th. Since we celebrate Christmas here on December 24th. So I can't say for sure if I will do any as much stories on the Christmas day, but or a Christmas Eve, but I do have at least a few days now to do on this Christmas story. So since that story will take first priority, first all of all, but I might even do some stories between. And the next story I did have in mind, well, I actually have no idea, to be honest. I was planning to do some My Opponent story, but since I have so many on my channel, on my computer and on my email, and some other things from like Derby Borough. It is difficult to figure out which story to do. But I do hope that everyone on my channel, among my fans, my viewers, has a lot of patience. I know that many wonders when will the next story to be out, and that is, and probably someone probably ask themselves, when will this supposed series Dark Discord Secret Daughter to be out? And I had to admit, I had even done this last chapter yet, since I had to remake probably this chapter, which in hindsight isn't that difficult. And I might even do another series, but I'm not so 100% sure when, since I was working on another one called based on Cadence and her lost twin sister or her lost sister. That story might be postponed for some time being, at least for now. So let's focus on the Christmas story and some other stories afterwards. But I do hope that everyone is patient enough. That's at least I can ask for, since there's things that happened with my family who's been sick, and I didn't even know how long they will be sick, especially for my dad. So, but yeah, but I even will post it the results of the COVID-19 test that I took past week, and I will admit I was not even scared if I even had COVID or not at all. But anyways, I will appreciate that everyone has been sticking around this far, since I have been gone almost for this past 2 weeks or so from my channel, and I really appreciate that everyone has been patient enough. I mean, it is a lot of things that happened. If COVID-19 never had taken place, then I probably had done much more videos than that. But like I said, just being patient. The stories will be up as normal. Even if it might take time, but I just don't know how much time it can take. Because since the Christmas is just around the corner, and since even I had vacation time from work, that around sometime next week, I just want to be sure that everyone understands, despite having a vacation time, especially now when the Christmas is just around the corner, and that belonged about a week ago when I wasn't feeling well, and especially I had to help out around at home when my dad wasn't feeling well. But now when my whole family has been recovered, and that makes me more time since I have no work to take care of them more since the rest of the year. But I'm really hopeful that everyone understands. But I can promise it will be much more stories to be taken care of. Even though that they might take a bit longer time, but they will be taken care of. I promise. Even just it takes a day, a week, a month, 100 years. No, seriously, but even if it takes a little bit longer time. But I do promise, even if it takes just a little bit more time, it will be done. I give you that my promise. And thanks to everyone has been listening this far in my update. Normally I don't even do this long, but since I has been gone so for long from channel, so I thought all of you needed the answers for why I have been gone so far so long and why I have been posted much. Even though I did post another video about that earlier, but this is another more an update for it. But yeah, but I do hope everyone has a great time, will have a good Christmas, despite but this COVID-19 has taken place. Oh boy, what will happen for the next year? But I do hope that we all move on from this. But yeah, and but thanks everyone for listening so far, and I'm just grateful. I cannot then ask for much more patient fans and viewers and then totally understanding from my perspective for what happened in my family that just yeah. But everyone though, everyone is well, and I will continue to do my stories as I promised. And but yeah, that was all I want to say. And thank you all, and happy Christmas and happy New Year. And once again, thank you.